in relevance, competitive on the world stage, they have to have a good showing here at Rio. They are the sole hope.
I'm sure there's one trophy that would silence all of that, Jason.
Yeah.
Well, if that's to happen, the run starts now. And once again, we find ourselves at the dizzying heights of Vertigo. Yuri already on the CT side, setting up for defensive smoke off the hop. In fact, waiting to play out exactly what's going to happen toward the lobby. Big, with all five collected and gathered toward the bottom of the ramp, are going to collectively try and push their way toward the site. They've got two smokes to try and cut off the defense.
Well, good delay tactic. Searson just shows presence and pressure, but doesn't commit. The rest of Big is slowed down as that smoke eliminates one prong of the attack.
Yuri waiting with the smoke in front, can't see through, but they have good positioning, good flash, goes both ways. Searson gets a bit unfortunate that the Glock has more bullets to fire in that situation because he can spam and eventually does find the kill required. That will allow for the bomb plant. Tapson, he's the one to put it down. Oh. The smoke starts to dissipate. Searson's surprised. He's gone aggressive and he can swing towards CT, but he's not sure where the damage is coming from. It may not matter. Oh, what a snap up to find Safi as well. And now he's going to go aggressive. Drop is dropped, and that is a huge round to start it off.
Yeah, what a round from Searson. Quad kill, but I got to say, the follow-up utility after the initial setup to get that bomb plant, the deep smoke towards the left, the Molotov behind the boxes, that allows late aggression off the plant. Two players, they don't have to back away from the bomb site anymore and play for the retake. They can actually get aggressive, push forward, and take the fight to Furia. What an opening pistol round from Big. And an opening performance from Searson.
And 0-3 at the start so far for the South American team, so this crowd's still waiting to have a lead to cheer for. Yuri looking for a boost, safe to be the one to go up. Head down for now, and won't spot them. In fact, he's missed out the chance to steal one that does go around. Keto, no mistake, finding out two. He closes out with a third in the round, finding Yuri, so 2-0 for Big. Convincing fashion, all five stay alive. Furia has to get into the guns now and see if they can rebuttal.
Yeah, let's see what they've got. Firing it up right back up into the M4s. 5 on the board, a little bit of utility as well. No kits, but that's all good. Well done from Big to sustain with 2 straight to start the map. Good kills from Keto.
Tapson. Smoke down to cover off any vision from the top of the ramp.
Look at this double stack as well in middle. Furia want to send the message that they will defend this part of the map. Leaves K Serrano on his own though, and he's in some trouble. Keto's found that. Grimbo went down in middle, but meanwhile the defense holding on top of the stairs, drop. And Sin's not going to let him away.
Yeah, Drop was stuck. He couldn't jump out of the corner. Safe's the next one in line. He's rotated over, trying to play quad and see if he can spot anyone, getting aggressive on that opening kill. It's only a one-man advantage, but significant in terms of its pacing because it did spread out the defense quite a bit. They were forced to rotate back over, and that's why Art and Safe are so committed to this positioning. They desperately want to get a kill back right now to try and neutralize the round. Not going to happen. Great shot from Kiddo. Arts pulls it back. One to work with, but Tapson looking to execute over toward the A site instead. Yuri, he knows they're there. Fires in, damage to all of them. Somehow he stays alive and gets away as it was the close player and Searson that walked into the flyer, walked into the bullets that were already being sprayed toward his teammates, and that's going to give a chance, but Sin's found the corner. He's found the pocket, and down goes Art. It's Yuri that wants in next, and he is going to have a tough time, but Tapson, 10 HP. Yuri on 43, he's going to spot him, he's going to clutch it, and Furia's on the board.
Big clutch early for Yuri. One of the big boy players for Furia. Him and K Serrano, some of the star factor of this team. That is a massive round from Yuri. And that's a 2v4 recovery from Furia as well. Art with the opening, or the other kill on the other side of the map. This lineup for Yuri, almost got a pair of kills right there, but a big clutch. And he gets the first kill without even springing the trap. It's absolutely perfect. Furia's on the board early.
And now they'll, with guns again, go against Big's opposition, or at least AKs. Okay, Searson does have the AWP. They've got good utility. This will break them, though. This is a big round both ways if Furia want to try and take control of Vertigo. Safe! Quickly finds Keto. He's already dropped him down. That's a fast peek. Close side as well, short side of the crane.
Didn't waste any time getting away either. Now it's on Serrato, but he wants nothing to do with the utility. He's all alone at the top of the stairs, so plays it passively, conservatively, and backs away into the site as Drop steps up in support.
Taps bypasses the gap in the smoke. Gonna go for the, ooh, okay, good shot. Serrato, I was gonna say the railing boost above it to see the site, but they anticipated it, sprayed in. So Sin found also by Serrato too, through the smoke for him, playing that quad position, and they never realized it. The silence stem forward, they didn't realize it was coming from the left. They were still thinking that was boxes inside of the site.
We've been seeing that play a lot on Vertigo recently, is toying with that smoke, looking at the one-way over the top, the boost up over as well, we've seen a number of times, and yeah, that spam can be so deadly. Good double kill for Serrato, and that leaves Crimbo and Searson in a really awkward position in a 2v5.
And look at Safe as well, staring toward the doorway in which they want to go, but this is going to be a long save. Crimbo at the top with the AK, and Searson will just wait down below. So we've got a tie game. Furia is going to end up straight back into this. Searson's off. If they can find that, that would be huge. AK for Art. He knows it's there.
I think there might be a saving grace here for Big that they'll get to save these weapons because there's not enough money built up on Furia to feel like you have the bank to go for any kind of a hunt here. So Big should be able to get away with these two guns without any real pressure being applied to him. But Furia's going to tie things up 2-2. And this one's extremely clean. Safe the opening kill. Serrato 2 spams through smoke. Nice and easy. And Furia gets upgraded some AK-47s and builds some momentum moving forward.
Good shot. That was so fast.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Oh, peace.
All the way down, but tie game early is, yeah. Tie game early is massive because we knew, look, we saw 9Z struggle into it. We saw Double O Nation. He hit the ground. He hit the ground, Jason. But they struggled to get into it, and look, they were the underdogs in this situation. Now Furia, if they get off to a slow start, I think they're the favorites in the game against Big right now, so that would be hugely devastating for IEM Rio and the crowd, so they needed to tie this up early and get back into it. Searson's looking for a gap in the smoke to look towards scaffolding. He's not going to find that yet.
He was also looking for that floor Molotov as well, so look for some kind of maybe a late round attack from Big towards middle to kind of take advantage of that Molotov. If they choose to go back from it, that might just be nothing, but the fact that he was lining it up makes me think it's a possibility at some point. And his op should be mostly in support, sending the Tech 9, the Deagle, the AK-47 forward. He covers the angles at range. And nobody wants to peek into the op, so they're trusting in the fact that that knowledge is going to prevent Furia from peeking and gaining information.
Sin looking for a way into the round, is controlling the swing in middle. Molly is fully engulfed, as you can hear, but doubling up, in fact tripling up the position over toward the scaffold. They don't go for the boost. Art missed it on the jump, and I think that they know the timing is off, so Yuri's going to go aggressive instead. Head still down, peeks out, sees Kiddo, but has to be careful because, boy, careful with the nade as well. He's got to get a gun back in his hands to get a kill. He does. Yuri successfully and smartly backs away. Didn't even take any damage in that. Good shot by Crimbo. He'll fall immediately after, though. Drop's going to find two, and here's the AWP. Now they know where it is, and they've already done some damage onto Searson, who may just want to back off of this one. 14 seconds. It's going to be the lead to Furia, 3-2.
The third player there was brutal. Oh, Serrato's got it boxed in. They could go for this. Now they've got the money. 5 seconds. Searson gets one. How much more do they want to chase after? And he's going to take the escape route. Deploys the emergency shoot, and he gets the op in his hands for the next round. 3-2, Furia take a lead.
Absolutely.
The first lead of a Brazilian on this stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today.
Yeah, the first South American on the stage. If you want to include 9Z, obviously I knew you were, but just to make sure that there's no doubt about it. But yes, absolutely, they are taking the lead in this, and didn't quite get the AWP. Searson was wise to what was going on, but they have the money in their favor, and that op, again, will only be accompanying Deagles in this situation. Safe again wants the opening pick, not quite to the same ledge this time, trying to change his angles. And no success. That gives Searson a bit of a posting to watch towards Scaffold. Very wallable position, and there's a very slight gap in the graphics settings. You can actually see through that, and that's exactly what he fired at. Remember, the red text, the enemy text, often helps in that situation as well.
Watch for Safe, though, taking a deep peek. And Big's going to back away, trying to give Searson some time to find them an opening kill, but they don't want to challenge at A-ramp anymore. So didn't get anything they liked, didn't get any advantage off of it. Back over towards B stairs, where K-Serrano is alone, but he's being aggressive over the board. So he'll see presence, he'll take a fight with one as he drops off and falls back. And speaking of which, Drop is going to be here as well in support.
Shot out, K-Serrano for one. Needs to get away and around the corner sooner, but his teammates there to support it, and they aren't going to challenge because a good defensive Molotov was thrown out. So K-Serrano gets the support from Drop. And the Molotov in return is going to go, oh, okay, Drop. He's going to back right into it. I was just going to go behind him, but he wants to reposition either way. They're going to go back toward middle and potentially the ramp. The only player over here currently is Safe.
Yeah, but again, deep angle, early warning system as well. Flicks up, very narrow gap, low percentage shot, but he's got the information, can readjust, drop defensive utility, and now Yuri's here with the M4 to provide support, keep some space, and the AWP is accurate. Safe, only gets one before taps and drops him, but really no danger yet for Furia.
I was going to say, tough spot for Yuri to be in, trying to find that headshot in return, and he manages it. Tapson's not going to know there's two there, so K-Serrano will put the AWP down this time. Everyone has fallen on the big side, and it's a 2-round lead for Furia.
Yeah, that round had no plan for Big. That was kind of shuffling between the bomb sites. Shuffling between A ramp and B stairs and seeing what you could get, seeing if you can find a kill, if Searson could pick anyone off with the AWP, and no dice, baby. 4-2. I think Big is going to take the opportunity to call a timeout, talk things over.
Art's enjoying his time. They've been waiting for this. As we said, this is the major that was delayed 2 years due to the pandemic. And although Furia had made their presence known before that, they're in a better position now, I would say. So they need to relish this opportunity to play in front of their home crowd for the first time ever on an international scale. Last time we as an English broadcast team was in Brazil was way back to 2018 in Belo Horizonte.
Yeah. Way back. In the concrete dome.
Absolutely, the Thunderdome. So loud inside of there. As I remember Henry and I, we basically made an agreement, no questions, nothing that I have to respond to, and likewise,
yeah.
We just, you finish talking, I will talk. We could not hear each other. It was incredible. Challenging, but incredible. Challenging situation for Searson. Never going to spot that boost coming up from Yuri. And finally, we've seen that boost attempted a lot today, but finally going to get a kill from it.
Yeah, and again, I mean, they might not expect this aggression from Art either. That's been his charm as a player, unexpected aggression, and all Furia wants every fight. What a transfer from Drop. 5-2, and Furia's got this crowd on their feet early.
Doesn't matter if they're wearing Furia jerseys, Imperial 9Z, they're all cheering for the Brazilians right now. Great start with the boost that gave them the information. Art slides out, and then the slaughter in the sight from Drop. And a Belo Horizonte event as well. That was when MIBR had 2 Americans on the team with Eric and Stewie.
I know, the good old days we call
back.
that. That's a way back time machine. Oh, Safe. Oh, he might be, I have to be careful. Second shot, there's a timing there, but Art's gonna put an end to it. Tapson goes down. A little bit of utility. Defense,
He's late.
He held onto it way too long.
Mr. Aggressive gets aggressed upon. Kiddo catches Art out. As Safe will do the same, though, in return. I don't know that he's aware that there's a second player this close. In! Easy shot because he was anticipating more aggression. Wanted to go to the AK, did Safe, but little did he know he was anything but as the Deagle was off to the right side. Yuri holding his nerve, gets the assist for Drop, who's played very well from the boxes. 2 rounds in a row, and it's now 6-2.
There was some trickiness in that round, though. Furia's got to be careful. A couple miscues there, almost was able to punish him. 4-round lead.
Torch is out.
Yeah, this right here, that's a bit too much from Safe. Don't drop the weapon, you don't know it's safe. Don't take those liberties, don't make those assumptions in a game, in a stage like this.
looking. Arts bypassed that AWP though, and he can't find who to flick at first. He'll go down to 19 HP, having already lost Sin in the round. They'll back off and try their luck elsewhere.
You know, it already feels to me like Big's in a lot of trouble in this half, because whenever Fury have chosen to be aggressive at these stairs with Art, Drop, K-Serrato, whoever it's been, they've had success. They've neutralized some of the attack. They've been able to find a fight, find a kill, and fall away into the bomb site. Similar over towards the A bomb site. There's been a solid defense at that A ramp as well. So Big, it feels like, running out of some options here as Furia's defense is holding strong.
Comms need to be so clear in these situations as well. You can't have a microphone open, bleeding noise through it. You've got to be concise and not to distract your teammates, but also make sure that with some of the sound cues being muffled in these situations with the crowd, you've got to be dead on. And again, we talked about that experience. Arts, oh, he's faked that he's gone away. This could be huge. No one-way gap in it, but he still has the position. Sees the first, doesn't bother waiting to see if Trigger to Spin will play off. K-Serrato's got the double. 7-2 for Furia.
That hit had no chance, but I think Big felt like there was no other option in a 3 versus 5. If you wait out that smoke, they know exactly what's happening. They know exactly where you are. Taking the risk and getting absolutely shut down, and you're exactly right. The fake from Art probably gave them a little bit more sense of security than they should have had. 7-2, and another timeout for Big.
We said the other two teams, 0-0 Nation, 9Z, not what they would have wanted to start it off for Furia. This is perfect. Feel the crowd early, get used to the environment, get the adrenaline going, and build on this throughout. Whether they win or lose this game, they need to figure out exactly what the stage is going to present to them in their home country.
It's got to be a weird feeling, not only at the event in Brazil, which is significant and special in its own right, but also being the top Brazilian team in a tournament that has Coldzera, Taco, Fallen, and Fur, and FNX.
Yeah, don't discount FNX. Man had a 100% record at the first few majors he attended.
Sad to see that one broken.
Yeah, that was a great record.
That was a good meme. Dead now.
Better to have him back, though, you know? Can't force him into retirement too early.
So just pistols. Pistols, armor, a little bit of utility for Big. They're going to try and attack into this B bomb site. Much more passive defense, a little bit more space for them to work with. Safe has eyes on middle with the AWP, which means Drop can dedicate himself to support the B bomb site defense.
Serrato. It's gonna wait this one out. Easy headshot. Boosted pistols can do nothing of that. They're gonna try a second boost on the offside. But the smoke's down, there's no chance of seeing it. K-Serrato knows they're trying to flame him out of this position, so he goes aggressive instead. And Drop converging for a number of kills, 3 in fact, as Drop will find his second, and Yuri comes in and joins the equation, 8-2.
Absolutely decimated. Brilliant defense, and that should be a signal. Those B stairs are closed. There's no access to them. If you're Big, you have to go elsewhere. They've had struggles at A ramp as well. We haven't seen them challenge mid a whole lot, and basically at all. I think the first gun round, they sent one body there, got taken down by a stack, but they might want to reinvestigate that idea, that concept, and that part of the map. It was 2-0 for Big, 8 straight for Furia now.
And it'll be hard to break this crowd if you're Big. We've not seen this crowd have something to cheer for in terms of being in the lead. K-Serrato preemptive strike as he was flashed off, wanted to fall on the angle, but decided to pull the trigger first. Luckily does so and finds Sin. So gets one back though, Art once more. It's not completely open on the Scav side though. Yuri able to just slide out and makes no mistake on the kill and the trade in return.
Yeah, but Searson feels like there's some space there to be taken. He comes up a little bit late with the AWP. Yuri and Drop gonna get re-aggressive towards the top of the ramp. Crimbo beneath the smoke behind the sandbags. Tapson watching the flank, and Searson aggressive around scaffolding.
Shot out, success. Drop finding his 9th kill on his A side. He'll go down, but not without a And a vengeance and revenge dealt by Yuri. Searson did get him behind them, though. You're absolutely right. He found that space, and now he has a chance to try and tear Yuri apart as well, but such a tough situation for him to be in, and I don't know that Yuri's fully aware of this.
It's all timing. He's just kind of got to guess when that's going to come in. Two different angles he's got to worry about, but he nails it. Nails it, shuts him down. 3 kills for Yuri in the round. He's up to 11.
Chad again on the big side, trying to compose them. Taps and getting involved in it. So 9 straight now for Furia. That was probably the closest one in a while. A-ramp again, and unfortunately pistols again. Yuri behind the bags. Kiddo's already up though, he's ahead of this play. So that could catch them off entirely, because if they think there's still aggression toward the corner of the ramp, if Yuri hasn't called this or figured this out, he might be able to sneak in and just walk toward the site. Especially if that aggression's pulled. Yuri's sliding out, trying to use this smoke. He wants to get information back in return. He'll get the first kill. And now he knows there's a chance they have snuck into the low parts of short, but safe. Meanwhile, back over on the other side of the equation is cutting off mid, and it's Art that's going to close out the round entirely by dropping out Kiddo.
It's a very calm and composed Furia team at the moment. No gaps in the defense. Supportive rotations are at perfect timings. And everyone's delivering individually. Good shooting from Safe. He's been solid with the AWP. Hasn't had to do a whole lot, but playing very well, very accurate. And an 8-round lead now. Once the guns have come out, this has been no contest.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was only the pistol round that Big got anything going from. Just holding back behind the I-beam is Art. And timed to perfection. He'll find the first, change his angle as well because the utility deployed. Now a Molotov and allows Yuri to go in to try and get aggressive, but Tapson finds him. And now Searson with a response, a chance for Big to finally do something with a round as they've got a man advantage.
Support flash could come in though. Look at Drop rotating over. Oh, he needs to win that fight. It's not going to happen. Not through scaffolding.
Didn't trace the kill fast enough, and Grimbo makes no mistake with the AK.
And this is some over-aggression from Furia. They wanted an aggressive setup. They wanted to pounce and trap that attack, and it's backfired. This is the best opportunity Big has had in a long time, but Drop is going to start pulling it back.
Sin stays too long. Drop knew exactly where he was. He heard the shots fired at his backside, decided to re-peek it. Free kill in response, and now he'll check off scaffolding. Now that does give the front of the site up. 2 smokes, make it 3, excuse me, to work with for Big. Off angle, taps and tag, 10 HP. All of them are low. Quesarado has a chance in this, but he's against it all with the smokes down. A nade will do damage on the first, no question. Bounces back, okay, it still gets it. Crimbo falls, it was on the wrong side of the box, but the damage went through. He's got Tapson as well, and now the 25 HP of Searson becomes a factor. Quesarado has a kit, 12 kills, and only 1 to find with ample opportunity and time to do so.
Smoke and Molotov.
Gonna wait it out slightly. He knows Searson's on the op, but a missed shot might do it all if he doesn't drop down the ledge fast enough, because that op is gonna have such a hard task. Smoke plumes, he's not able to get to it in time. Searson nails it, and it's 10-3. Big finally back on the board.
That's a smart but risky play from Searson. He puts out the Molotov at sandbags to say, hey, this is where I'm hiding. I have to put this Molotov out, but he throws it from the side. If Quesarado had caught that, if he had seen the angle, the trajectory of that smoke, that could have given him everything he needed, but you can see he's swinging out too wide because he did. He fell for it. He believed he was sandbags. Huge clutch from Searson. And when you think about it, Searson had the quad kill in the pistol round. Searson has actually delivered all 3 rounds on the board for Big.
Absolutely right. 10 kills as well. He's holding his own with a positive KD, the only one on the team to do so. 7 for Kiddo and 7 for Tapson. Slight chip damage onto Searson. The lineup. Art got in position. He knows there's more. He's only on the A1S. He's got to go back for the reloads, but the AWP can come out and do the rest. Oh man, they go low, but the aggression pays off. Throw everything at them. 11-13.
Oh my lord, Art could have had like 3 of them in that lineup. What a narrow missed opportunity for a huge spray down, but what a good execution of the aggression down a ramp. Furia has just taken the fight to big every step of the way. What a beautiful round to call, a beautiful piece of aggression out of a loss. Art and Safe combined for 4. Actually, maybe even 5, excuse me. K Serrano's gonna have an opening kill. And remember, I mentioned it earlier, those B stairs have been closed. That has not been an option for Big throughout this entire half.
Good shot out, Art again. The Art attack is back. He wants more from Kiddo. He'll find that and the bomb. For good measure, just 2 pistols left on the map to locate, and it's a boost up for Crimbo. He knows Heaven's already clear, drops push back, sees that, and now he knows there's 2 there, so immediately goes for the transfer. Searson gets the kill, but far from the round. 22 HP. This is going to be a 12-3 score at half.
Boom, Yuri gets the final one. That's a devastating opening half if you're Big, but if you're Furia, finally you got the crown on their feet. They've been waiting all day for a solid performance. It's great seeing this out of Furia, considering they're the ones that are going to have to carry the crown for the region, for Brazil at this event. The #1 team, playoff aspirations for Furia, and it's good to see them get started right on day 1. What a massive, dominant lead. Big won the pistol in round 2, and then barely anything after that. It was just complete lockdown defense from Furia. Switching sides. And we'll see what Big can bring to the table on their own CT side. Dualies on Sin and Crimbo.
Safe in tow with his teammates. Yuri leading the way, leaving a wake of Crimbo behind him as he gets taken down. A headshot on the Glock. Tapson still trying to play the bomb boxes, but knows they're encroaching on his right side as well. Oh my goodness, he's got the headshot lineup. He found 3 on that? That's utterly ridiculous. He's not done there either. No one elected to push through the smoke and flank him because they weren't certain there was other CTs, and they give him something easy to shoot at. Not done yet though. K Serrano, another chance to clutch. He came so close in the one-on-one against Searson, and he'll immediately switch over to the USP. A smoke to work with still, but the bomb is down and not planted. He needs headshots at range. He spotted both already, but he's hoping they'll give him one-on-ones. He wide peeks to the first, knows that's gonna bait Sin out to the left side, expecting that he'd have more to fire at in case Serrano not done there. Now has the HP advantage as he looks to push Kiddo back.
Oh my lord.
He's done that as well.
Big just gave him every single fight he wanted at range. Able to stay in cover, able to isolate behind those sandbags, and all the work Tapson just did gone to waste. Look, Furia played this just about perfectly. That is an incredible play from Tapson. Don't take anything away from him, but what a brilliant clutch. And that is just gonna add to the frustration. And nothing can go wrong for Furia. 10-round lead now.
Sin through the boards, drop. Shots towards smoke again as the anticipated aggression is wanting to be countered. There isn't anyone there just yet though. Smoke again for K Serrano. Now they'll start to try and take the site and push back the CTs. Little do they know they've already done that. Here's the one way you talked about, Jason. They got shut down when Big tried it on their T-half. K Serrano was the one that got the 2 kills through the smoke. He's the one that dies this time to Tapson.
Same thing happened. Drop's lucky to be alive as well. This is a huge advantage for Big now. They could just turn this round in their favor immediately. 5-on-4, drops at 2 HP. Art's just below half health. So many advantages over towards Big at the moment. Let's see what Art can do with the AK-47. Looking to give a haircut out. Good shot from Tapson. The SMG's got 2 kills.
Good crossfire established as well inside sight. Tapson down though, that takes one part of it out. Sin is still taking aggro though. Good flash in. Steve expected it, back turned around the wall but couldn't get the aim fast enough. And Yuri, the shot back, Searson's gonna get the nade into drop. All down to a 48 HP, Yuri against 3. And Sin knows he needs to just continue playing the headshot angle with only 9 HP, but this round's gonna be stolen from them.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be 13-4, no chance. Don't overcommit this one. They're both inside of the site. Searson's got the shot.
Yeah, that's well done. Nice defense from Big, and Furia getting a little bit creative over that smoke. They get punished for it against the weaker weapons, trying to bust out some trickery. That'll be a small sigh of relief for Big, as it's still a long road back into this game. 9-round deficit, but Tapson's going to deliver them a good performance with the SMG. And for Furia, it's back to Tech 9s, upgraded pistols, armor, utility to challenge against the M4s and the Scout on Searson.
Oh, fast start again. Quesarado has Sin down. He wasn't expecting that many Tech 9s staring at him when he peered over the ledge toward the stairs. Tapson, though, is on top of the window. He'll make no mistake. His Primbo, and he collect kills to redeem the situation. Bomb not planted yet. They want to try and get that down to get more money, and I think they will. Quesarado's sticking it. Oh, he's not. I thought he was sticking that. I thought he could have. I think he could have got away with that. Instead, they'll get very little for the rounds.
Yeah, he thought the retake was coming in a little bit earlier, so he wanted to fight with his teammates, so got off the bomb. And yeah, maybe a little bit of a mistake, but no big deal at the end of the day. Good win from Big, good recovery, because that pace, that speed in the opening kill could have been very, very dangerous. That is sometimes where Furia thrives. Blowing the crowd a kiss. Includes all of you at home watching. Thank you for tuning into the Rio Major. We're excited to embark on this 2-week journey with all of you.
Yeah, this is day one. It's gonna get absolutely wild as we get towards the finals stage. Quito with 2. Easy collection so far. Bomb down, careful in the lineup there, boys. Searson's got the shot in return, and he's not done there. Goes to the 5-7 of all things to take out Quesarado, and it's just Art remaining. 28, and any bullets will do. Just need to find him, and they will. Primbo jumps up, spots him. 13-6 now.
Yeah, but guns are coming out for Furia. And in the first half, this is where it all went south for Big. When Furia had the weapons and the AK-47 and the money behind him. Timeout taken from Furia. They're first. They're just going to talk things over, make sure they're on the same page for these gun rounds. Gabi trying to get his team fired up moving forward to start mounting this comeback. They're 7 rounds away from Furia at the moment. Round 20. AK-47s and a MAC-10 on Art. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Art go for some really fast scaffolding control, maybe towards B stairs control, actually, as we see him come out of spawn as well.
See what they find. Kiddo's the one that wants to peek on this. Art already in behind the smoke, though. MAC-10 towards Staff. He's going to put a few pre-fired shots into that position. Ooh. Yuri, okay. Was that a true 1G?
I think that was a full-blown 100% 1G.
I think that literally was, chat. This time you're actually going to be right. Kiddo's going to take down safe. Smoke off the bomb on this as well as Searson goes back out. Easy duel for him against Drop, who was not anticipating it. And this was a gun round. Furia has been most successful on the gun rounds in this equation by a landslide. But now, starting to struggle ever so slightly. 13-7 looking likely.
I'm very curious on how that actually happens.
I think he was blind in the edge of the smoke, but I didn't see the start of it. Yeah, I think so, but I have to see the start of it.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a long time that Quesarado has to try and save this AK-47. 28 HP in a 1v3 with a minute on the clock as he tucks himself on the upper levels of T-spawn. And for Big, no reason to hunt or chase. No need to overextend with the bomb down, and want to keep 3 players alive and the money growing moving forward. So 13-7 is going to be the scoreline.
13-7 and
4 straight.
Well, and I was going to say 4 straight and no money more than anything for Furia. The first time since the opening pistol that they've had to sit on the back foot of this one.
Yeah, they're going to get $2,900, but that's not really enough to go for any kind of a full buy. So I think it'll be another round where you drop down around this AK-47, some Tech 9 and armor, some Deagles as well, some elements of danger. See if you can find another fast-paced opening pick like you did previously, but maybe that AK-47 being added into the arsenal can help you kind of turn the corner and really capitalize on it. Comes to a close. Quesarado has no pressure applied to him. 18 kills, 8 deaths for Quesarado to lead the way for Furia. Yuri is not far behind at 17. Searson, top of the scoreboard for Big with 16 frags himself. That's a weird one. Okay, yeah, blinded, and he didn't make the jump. I don't think it would have mattered. That's still burning the sandbags.
It's burning on the other side. So that's not yeah. I would be a little disappointed.
He's like, everybody saw that. Oh dear.
Welcome to the major, Yuri. That's not how to get a graffiti. Mind you, we haven't had a graffiti since 2017. So.
But I think it'd be cool to start getting graffitis for bloopers. Let's start celebrating the bad plays as well.
I wouldn't want to play this map again if I had to look at that all the time if I did something silly. This is going to be a push that might have success because, oh, I didn't think they were staring it down. They're going to get both. The Mac 10 Tech 9 combo, but the low HP, and it's taps into tap back. Art left on 6 HP gives them the man advantage on the Furia side, but you can argue whether or not it truly is, considering they just have the 1 AK to work with.
And that causes a huge rotation because of the way those 2 kills came out so quickly and in the position they were. That causes such a movement of Big's defense that Furia, with low weapons, they're going to take a risk. They can bait safe. He's got no armor and a Glock, and now they pushed up towards Jen. K. Serrano spots out Crimbo. Molotov out is going to be late to stop the plant. And he's under so much pressure. Great flash, but a better trade.
Oh, maybe. Not only a better trade, he follows that up and gets Sin all on taps and around, potentially stolen back. I said they weren't going to have guns this time. That's how they lost the lead in this half. That's how they're going to steal it back. An eco and a force against Big to make it 14-7.
And there's K. Serrano capitalizing on the save. It's exactly as we talked about. The Tech 9, the Mac 10 provide the opening, and this time you've got a more powerful weapon to actually capitalize on it. Great double kill from K. Serrano. Beautiful headshot onto Sin, who's just trying to get involved in the action.
Bit optimistic by Crimbo as well. He knew there was a closer player, but on that peak you could see he just left himself completely exposed and vulnerable to the front of the site. Glass is evil, get rid of it all.
So is sand.
Yeah, yes. So sand inside of an hourglass is probably the worst thing ever for you,
Yeah,
Jason.
it's horrifying. Oh, the Mac 10. What a great aggressive lurk from Art, but the fact that he can't get that kill is painful.
Searson is low on this. That means he's committed. That means after the shot, he's got to run back, and he knows, oh, that's brilliant. You know he's going to run up the ramp, so you get on the bags. That way you catch him no matter where he goes, and the second player fleeks slow. Great communication on the trade from Furia. Kiddo's forced way back on this. Taps in as well. They can play the heaven position, but the smokes are already down. And this is looking more and more like a pretty much definitive bomb plant.
Yeah, but this is where Art wishes he would have gotten that kill in middle, because he could be there lurking to slow down these rotations. And now it's a little bit more of resistance before this bomb gets planted. Everyone from Big is here.
Oh, and he's blind, which means he's off to the side and his head's exposed. That smoke's got about 4 seconds left on it. He's going to be left to fight, and fight is the only thing he'll be able to do when he stands up. K. Serrano goes inside of a second smoke that was deployed to try and get him away from the aggression, but he's found. They figured it out because they didn't see him retreating, and Drop is left against 2, baited out by the flash and smoke as well. And it's now going to be 14-8. They respond immediately to Big.
Yeah, I think that's all down to the missed opportunity from Art in my mind. It's not having that kill. You got everything you wanted. You got the blind kill. You got the aggressive positioning. Not to have that extra frag, but also the rotation from Big is so much faster once they realize that, you know, Art had to back away from that fight. Everyone from Big was here before this bomb gets planted. And able to start a little bit of a retake before the bomb actually gets completed going down. The Big is up to 8, 6 rounds back. Furia just 2 rounds away from starting their IEM Rio campaign with a victory.
Getting into the 1-0 bracket, we know Mouse Sports already there. Gamer Legion, as we saw on our stream. Flash in, Drop's gonna go. He's gonna get taken out by Sin, who doubles on that. Looked like he was actually gonna be outdone based on the timing of the entry, but gets away. And not even blinded in that, so the flash didn't quite go deep enough to cover off default.
Furia's dedicated here, though. It's got to be this hit. Safe is way deep. K. Serrano's there as well. Yuri is actually very far back with the bomb, watching the flank. They don't have to commit to the site itself, but at the moment, this aggression and these players are going to provide everything for Furia.
Patience for Safe, and Kiddo walked into it. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. Bomb is not exactly committed yet. Back on the stairs, but waiting for the next pick, and that will determine its course of action in this round. And Crimbo's waiting for it as well. He doesn't want to be the one to give this up. Good secondary smoke allows the cross to go further up on top of the boxes. Needs to be careful of up close. Good damage. Followed up. Quesarado. He capitalizes. Yuri trades on Crimbo. And now the bomb can go down. Safe with a Molotov as well toward the window. And Searson with an AWP has to rotate over. Or it will be map points for the Brazilians.
Yo, this round has been put together beautifully by Furia. The pause at the top of the stairs. Safe has done such an incredible job. Oh, they deserve the victory on this one. And Searson, half HP. Does he want to go for a 1v2?
He's getting closer. He's going to give this a look. No one peeking, and if he walks in between them, he's going to get caught. Safe's going to peek it when he was looking away. Map point, Furia.
That round is so disgusting from Furia. That's such a hard round to stop, even with an advantage. The positioning from Safe and Quesarado was so strong. I mean, Safe is just able to hold this angle. He knows someone's going to have to come back for stronger positioning, for information. It's played so perfectly. And Furia have 7 chances to close out the map, and Big have no money remaining.
Shot. CZ takes Art down to 23, so frustratingly, he'll play the rounds limping as they got away with that inside the smokes. There was no chance to see them in response. And Searson knows that damage was there, so tries to peek out and capitalize.
I'm very impressed with Safe's opping today. In this map, it's been nothing jaw-dropping, nothing that's going to make any kind of crazy highlight reel or frag movie, but it's been impactful. It's been smart. And he's delivered in some critical moments.
Gone. Crimbo as well, the pistols again. Fury with a chance to close this, and they're getting picked apart. Yuri manages to get one back at least. Deep smoke, but a second player up close may catch him out. Quesarado on the lurk. Sin's got hit with the MP9 just based on timing, and Yuri fades off smartly, and he spotted Crimbo. He saw him at the bags. Problem is, he knows he can't go that wide without checking inside the sight. Crimbo gets the timing to perfection. It's all onto Art. That 23 HP from the start of the round. 17 seconds. We're going again. Hit reset, we've got one more round at least.
This may be one of the criticisms you could levy at Furia in this game, is especially in the second half, a couple of these anti-force buy, anti-eco, anti-low buy rounds that they've had against the pistols, they've like almost, it's weird, they almost seem like more confident and more aggressive and more assertive against rifles, and once it's against the pistols, it seems like they kind of slow things down. They don't swing as much, they're a little bit more worried, a little bit more timid. That's allowed some of these 5.7s, especially in this round, to do some work. Nice boost up as well. Give some credit over there. 15-9. Timeout is called by Big, their third of the game. As they know this is something they have to build upon, obviously, or else the map is done with. Oh, Furia could have used a plant because they're all sitting around 3,400, 3,500 bucks, and Furia's just faded away in these past few rounds.
Shut down on ramp as well, over and over.
This has been 6 in a row for Big's defense. 7 in a row takes him to overtime.
Yeah, there it is. Little taunting. We know that's going to happen at this event. We know there's a few people that are going to play the nemesis.
Absolutely.
Antagonize the crowd and try and bait them into it.
Well, one final chance. One final round. It was 15-8 at one point. Excuse me, 15-7.
Yeah, there's certainly some people in the crowd that, despite the cheers coming back out, look pretty nervous. Oh, fast made. Damage onto Art and Safe in that position. Limited weapons to try and close this. Not the position that they would have expected to find themselves in on the Furia side. Smoke again toward the stairs. No one's going to go for the railing boost this time, as Drop will check out over and toward the catwalk instead.
They've had success at the B bomb site. They might want to go back to it here because they've been shut down at ramp. They've been shut down at middle now. This might be a round you just kind of have to, just by process of elimination. say test the B bomb site. Dropping Serato, starting to challenge, starting to move forward, but a third player has arrived. Tapson in support.
Sin, perfect timing. Came straight in. The flash came from Tapson, and he didn't slow down at all. Serato is close, though, and he knows he's got to be toward double, but a Molotov's going to force the position. Does he have enough safety in this? Steps back, though. I don't think he needed to. I think he just needed to wait in this situation. The fact that he stepped back, gave his position away, this is going to go to overtime. Serato on 34 HP is going to get taken down right now, and they couldn't close it. Big are back, and we need extra innings.
I cannot believe that Furia have allowed this to happen. They disappeared. Furia, they get bodied by Big in the later stages of this half, and it was 8 in a row to bring us to overtime. We're off to a break, and we'll be right back with OT.
Man, oh man, it's going to be tough now. If you thought the momentum was finally there, the first two Brazilian teams, 9Z, well, South American teams, 9Z get blown out, 0-0 Nation get blown out, Furia finally get the crowd on their feet, and now this is the complete opposite, because now they're scared of this crowd. Now they're scared and dealing with this pressure that they didn't have in this game.
Yeah, this comeback really crept up on me. I did not see it. I didn't even really believe in it until it actually was completed. That's so crazy. What a good performance from Big. Searson gonna challenge around the smoke, blinded, but plenty of time to recover and snap onto safe.
Finding that shot, good timing.
You're exactly right too. As much as we've mentioned how crazy this crowd has been all day long, boy, has it been tempered. Has it been shut down here by Big.
And Tapson has a great chance to shut down more than that because low HP. He went for the high HP player first. Typically, you convert that, but good shot in response from Art. The damage sufficient enough to keep this close in case Serato needs another huge round. 23 kills so far, but Kiddo's gotten Yuri down.
And this is a CT-sided game. 12-3 for both teams on their defensive halves as well. I can't even recall exactly what Furia was doing to find success in regulation, especially considering how much they were shut down towards the end. That's a nice find from Serato.
Art's on 14. Serato needs the next kill. Art's just waiting at this point down below to make sure there's no flank. He's letting Serato do all of the work. Remember, this is a Valve major. Just like the road to Rio, we sit with 10K overtime money, not 12-5. You might be used to in most of the other leagues, so losing 2 straight in overtime will put you into a save. Especially. Serato starts his way forward. He's still going to go. Art can start to get behind him now because he's cleared at least far enough forward that they should be able to get to a bomb plant. But oh my God, Crimbo, so close on this. Shadow goes the other direction. Serato, good snap down. 37 HP left. Searson gets up in the window, and Serato wasn't positioned to combat that. You thought that he might swing, that he might try and be aggressive and allow that bomb to get into position, but luckily it just got planted in time. And he fades off. He's trying to play. This is a tough position to play both angles with the boxes to defend him. And he has absolutely no information as to where they're coming from. Now the flash comes in. Certainly they're going to work it together. Starts it out. Kiddo can't close it. It's going to be the shot back out. It's going to be the first in overtime to Big.
Yeah, that was a really nice 2v1 for Big to play as well. I mean, even if he gets that kill, I think he's traded off by the player swinging wide around Gen. So that's huge. 16-15 in the favor of Big. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Respect. Respect to that lady for bringing the big flag into Brazil's house.
You love to see it. Keep it respectful out there, but the passion's got to be there for everybody, right? There's going to be a lot of teams that have fans here that aren't Brazilian as well. You've got to consider. I mean, think of how, I know, yes, he's playing in the show match, thankfully, but think of how popular Olaf was in Brazil. Guys like Stewie and Tarek, again, I know, not here, but they have respect for some of the top players, so you'll see some other teams getting some representation inevitably. And there's always, even within Brazil, there'll be that 1 or 2 people that like to troll. There's a guy at the Toronto that has a jersey for every other single team in the National Hockey League and season tickets to Toronto Maple Leafs games just to show up and cheer against them.
I like that. Good for him.
Searson, another opener. Serato this time, though, is going to get one back. So they level it, and Art's going to give them the advantage. Finally, something to work with for the Furia side.
Yeah, they needed it. They needed some energy. Those are important kills. Now can they capitalize? There's the little one-way smoke to peer over the top. Crimbo's going to slide into a new position. Not challenged whatsoever, so the defense has not shifted. It's split. Crimbo at B, Tapson in middle, Searson at A on his lonesome with 26 health. And Tapson is sliding towards the B bomb site as well, so more and more Searson is isolated.
Nade out for Yuri. Searson's ahead of that. Ahead of it. Oh, but too far ahead of the thought because he swung out looking wide and they were already much closer. Drop's got the kill. Bomb to be planted. A 4-on-2. And they won the first round in overtime, so they can justify going for this. No need economically to sit back otherwise. And Tapson will start his way in. Shots against the wide side of the smoke. It's Crimbo that waits it out. Has to play the off angle from lobby. Furia want to tie this back. Their first round in 9. Or I should say in 10, excuse me, having lost 9 in a row. Crimbo's going to put Quesarado down, though. It's not done yet. The smoke's on this. They can hold it. Yuri's close, but he needs to read it, and he does.
Well struck from Furia. They needed it. First round in a long time, as you mentioned. And for such a defensive struggle, it's so critical to get a T-sided round in overtime. Beautiful kills from Quesarado and Art in the middle of the round to really open up the opportunity. And well done from Furia to readjust on the map back towards A. 16-16.
Smoke out, flash, taps and wants to be quick on it this time. No vision, but fires either way. No damage, though. Drop is on 42. That's from utility. Quesarado. So they've resorted back toward picks on the Furia side.
Yuri and Art are moving up A ramp right now. Art's going to challenge towards scaffolding. There's a 2-player boost here. We've seen some very effective rounds delivered by opening kills from the boost. Quesarado looking for someone to get cheeky. Still taps in and Tito. Yeah, he does. That might actually, that's way back at the B bomb set, but still the stack has not been discovered. There it is. That's a real deep angle to find it. That's the second time that boost has had success.
Huge flash though. Tapson still got that kill. He was fully blind. Yuri's now in no man's land because they would have expected they cleared the half wall. They didn't. And it catches them out because Tapson hit a sitter with a blind eye. He makes no mistake on it. A Quesarado left in 4. They know he's got to be coming in this direction. He'll find one, but they'll be overwhelming his position. And the lead to Furia at the first half of overtime. Excuse me, to Big at the first half of overtime.
17-16, 2-1 in the first half of OT. We switch sides. 19 is the magic number. Furia would need all 3 on the CT side, and that is not outside the realm of possibility, considering the way the CT half went. In fact, 2 of Big's round wins on their own offensive half in regulation was the pistol round in the second round. They only actually got 1 gun round on the board throughout the rest of the half. Let's see if Furia can go back and channel those rounds that were all so long ago. Up in the hands of Safe. Same with Searson on the other side.
Off toward the close corner on the ramp. Strength in numbers toward the B stairs. Quesarado with the counter incendiary to keep them back, and a nade will be deployed on top of it potentially. In fact, he goes for the smoke instead as the flames have already extinguished. Now the execution to clear the close angles, and that's why the nade goes through, because he knows they're going to walk into it. That one does great damage.
And back in regulation, the B bomb site was entirely closed to Big. It was such a strong defense at the top of those stairs, and I think once again I think that's a little bit of PTSD. They're reminded of how often they got shut down with absolutely no step forward in that part of the map. So back towards A. It's drop, Yuri, and Art to defend.
2-man stack at the crane. Gives them a slightly deeper headshot angle. Gonna go. Nade's there. They see the close one, but they want the far shot instead. Dropping off. Dart. Oh no, Yuri. Yuri needed to get that kill. Art's gone. If they're gonna wrap around, the call was there that Sin was approaching, and he's gone further than that. He's gotten Safe down as well. It's all on Quesarado once more, rotating back over from the B site.
I cannot believe they have come back in this round. This could be so painful for Furia. To think a 12-3 lead after the first half.
I don't know how you deal with it. I really don't. I mean, this is your moment. You're the top Brazilian team. You're at home in a major. You're going 0-1 for them. It's way too dangerous. Outsiders already down in that bracket as well. Oh.
That says it all as well. That says everything. It's all come crumbling down for Furia.
I'm just going to save the AWP. CT side problems with the money. This is a point for Big. 18-18 will go to double overtime. If they hit that 19th round, we are done. How have Big pulled this off? Wow, resilience as well in front of this crowd.
At this point, it's whatever you can do if you're the crowd. You know they need to pick me up. It's been what, like, it was 7 or 8 rounds in a row for Big to force overtime. There's only been a single round one for Furia in like, what, 10, 11, 12
More than
rounds
that,
now?
I mean, it was 15-7, and they've gotten one in the time, well, yeah, in 11
Let's not
rounds.
do the maths, but this
No,
is...
it's 11 rounds. They've got one in the last 12.
It's what a collapse of epic proportions, and a timeout taken as well to talk things over. Furia had what, 8 rounds to close out in regulation. Big has 2 here in overtime. I don't even know what to say about this one.
The problem is this is such a mental giant to go against now.
You can write off 9Z and Double O Nation losses as blowouts, but this one, to have it so close, to have it basically there and then ripped out of your hands.
I don't know, that's not the mentality that Furia needs to be facing coming into this major. They need to be confident from the off.
This is a big team with a stand-in as well. Searson over the smoke is going to see nothing.
For the floor molly again. Lands on the vents and the flames spread through. Kiddo for 1. Truthfully, I would have liked to have seen that patched before we got to this major, but it exists and everyone knows about it.
Four on 4. Smoke and a flashbang left for Furia for the final minute of this round. Safe and Yuri to defend today. Drop is just shifting over now. He's done a phenomenal job in support of all of his teammates. He's been in the right place at the right time a number of times on their CT side.
Sin and Grimbo starting to take toward mid.
They've got time. Tapson and Searson are being loud about this. They're making footsteps, they're throwing utility, they're keeping attention on a ramp, which is creating this space. Add in the kill, and Big has everything they want. This backstab is going to be devastating. This is a knockout punch.
Drop was good in this situation in the first half, but you're absolutely right. No idea that Sin was closing in, and the jaws of death have been closed on the site. Do they know that Safe is over towards Scab? He's got the first. Absolutely they do. He swings out. Sin's got that shot as well. And once again, it's Quesarado, or this is going to be a complete blunder. A falter from Furia. And Big will have stolen back this game to silence and stun the home crowd. And this will be tough for Furia to recover from. Remember, we redraw today. They have to play twice, and I don't know how you compose yourself after starting out your home major like this. Wow, he might pull this off. They're going to swing wide. They've got him. They've got him, and it's over. Big complete the impossible. They come back with an incredible amount of rounds. 12